can hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand. Don't believe the church and state or anything they tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling you?
Hell yeah. Hopefully that triggers some memories from some old words have been really hard today. You'll have to excuse me. The heat's fucking me up. Trigger some nostalgic memories for some of us old guys out there. Such a kick-ass song, and my guest tonight absolutely freaking killed it. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out everywhere. Bio.link/nonsensical network. You see it scrolling down there. And I just realized that I have stupid people on this network that need to be slapped. That's neither here nor there. Bio.link/nonsensical network. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a share. Check us out everywhere. Check out all the shows. Don't forget, as always, if you guys want to help support the shows, the super chats and the gifts are available there in the YouTube. Always greatly appreciated. But enough about us, enough about me. Let's get to it. I am hanging out with a trio of some badass dudes making some badass music. One and only Huckleberry Road. How's it going, gentlemen?
Hello.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm over here being a wimp, drinking my water, trying to stay hydrated. It was like 9,000 degrees in Ohio today, so. Gentlemen, you want to introduce yourselves for everybody here in the listening audience?
Yep. Dylan.
Yeah, I'm Dylan. I play drums. I'm Robert. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Anthony. Everybody calls me Twan, but I play guitar and try to sing.
And we're Huckleberry Road. We didn't practice that.
You can tell by the surprise.
Nice. Doesn't sound rehearsed at all. There we go. Guys, first and foremost, I just want to say thank you guys for coming on. Not only coming on, but this happened real fast. As I was telling you guys backstage, my girlfriend stumbled upon your song Ray-Bans, showed it to me. We both became fans instantly. I had to do my homework, make sure you guys are real, definitely real. And I reached out and we kind of made this all happen really fast. And I'm super excited because in that time, the song that we started the show with, you guys had put out, should we release it? Not only did you ask the fans if you should, but you did. And I can't even tell you guys how many times I've listened to it. You did a killer job. Plus, I mean, when the song came out and today, it's still fitting.
Very. Yeah,
Thank you for that.
It's crazy how the message of that song resonates today, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just hearing it again is like, man, I heard this when I was a kid, and I just really liked the song. You know, I didn't really understand the meaning behind it. Now I'm old, and I'm like, oh shit, I knew what was going on back then, and I know it's fun. But it seems like that's taken off, and you guys are having some success with it. So congratulations on that.
Thank you for that, man. We're very excited. It was a random curveball of a song, but Robert brought it up to us, and we were like, okay, I guess that we're a country rock band, but I guess we can cover that. And we did, and we were like, all right, let's throw our own flavor on there, and we were stoked, man. It came out great. Yeah.
And it came out a lot heavier than we originally anticipated, which is
as does most of our music. We're country rock, if you couldn't tell.
I was gonna say you guys definitely have the country vibe, but lean more seems like on the heavier side of things.
100%.
Well, I mean, think of it this way: if you don't think Pantera's country, you're wrong.
Amen. Cowboys from hell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, Dimebag was a cowboy.
Oh yeah,
he was. So
was Vinnie Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that style of Texas metal. I mean, and there's you can't deny the country influence. You know, even in the way he played. You know, stylistically, chromatically, and they were just country boys. You know, that loved to play metal.
They were country metalheads, man.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and that's why they're one of the greatest bands of all time. You know,
we can agree to disagree.
Okay. Everybody has their opinion. I'm right, but it's okay.
It's not a competition.
They are definitely an acquired taste. I'll say that. But if you love them, you love them. If you hate them, you hate them. and they're one of
Yeah.
those bands that there's really no happy in between.
Music is subjective.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, everybody has their own taste. Everybody has their own flavor, and that's the good thing about music is there's something for everybody. You know, whatever gets you the goosebumps is it.
No, no
You know?
doubt. And I'm a nerd. I love music. I love all genres, and never a big fan of Nirvana, but I love Dave Grohl.
Yep.
I love Dave
Yeah.
Grohl.
See, that's the
Same.
flip.
Dave
That's the
Grohl's a
flip.
real deal, man.
Yep.
And he was
You
a
know,
hell of a drummer. And that's all you knew him as back then. He was the drummer,
Yeah.
and he was a hell of a drummer.
Well,
But
and then
yeah, I mean,
how
what's
do you
that?
think Taylor Hawkins felt?
Yeah,
How do you
right.
think Taylor Hawkins felt being the drummer for the Foo Fighters when Dave Grohl's the singer?
Crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
right.
and Taylor Hawkins was, I mean, that dude was just
He was a monster.
amazing. He's a
Yeah.
monster.
Yeah, he was. There's so many great. To hear the bands. Sometimes you might not necessarily like the singer, but you like the guitar player or the drummer,
Right.
or maybe you think the guitar player's ass, but
Right, but
you love the
yeah.
singer. It's all about just finding that sound that you like, and I think that's why we are lucky enough sometimes to see super groups form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played a show. Oh man, it had to be 15 years ago now. We were on the Jägermeister music tour,
Oh, wow.
and you remember that tour?
Yeah, I've
So-
never been to it, but I heard yeah.
So there was this super group. It was I almost threw up on stage because Vinnie Paul was in Hell Yeah at the time.
Oh yeah.
And seeing Vinnie Paul in person, I was like, oh boy. But there was this super group. It was called the Damn Things. Do you remember them?
Vaguely. Yeah.
It was Scott Ian from Anthrax. It was the lead guitar player from Volbeat. It was the singer and bass player from Every Time I Die. And then the drummer and other guitar player from Fall Out Boy.
Okay. Oh wow.
But it was the most random super group, but it worked.
Yeah. Right.
For some reason it worked. It's crazy how they you get together and you can come up with something totally random and it just works.
Sometimes that's sometimes that's honestly like you guys said with the new song, it's just a complete curveball. Let's.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
100%.
You never know what's going to work until you just do it. This show is one of those brilliant ideas that I have every once in a great while. It's just kind of worked.
Hell yeah.
So you guys have been together for a long ass time.
Yeah.
These two longer than me, but I've been in the band for about 10 years now, and they
wow.
started over 20 years ago.
Yeah, 22 years now.
Yeah, Robert and I met in 2003,
Yeah.
roughly. No, I think it was 2002. Maybe. No.
Yeah, we
Some-
were in
so
my Aunt
in-
Brandy's band in 2002.
Yep. So that's what, 24 years now?
Oh wow.
Now, he's my best friend in the world. And we fight like brothers and love like brothers, but it's and we've done other projects and stuff like that, but we always seem to gravitate back towards each other, and there is not another person in the world that I want to write and play music with. And when Dylan came into the band damn near 10 years ago, we knew that the three of us were going to be the core.
Nice.
And we do everything. Career-wise, we do everything together. And it's a family.
I mean, you can't beat that when you get a group like that where you guys, you're not just a band, like you said, you guys become family.
Oh yeah,
And-
100%.
we've been all over the country together, and I couldn't imagine doing it with anybody else. Go through the struggles, go through the triumphs, go through the work, and
Shovel the shit.
yep, we've been, no matter what, and no matter whatever status you have, there's always shit to shovel on the road.
And that's true.
It's work. It's work,
Hard
and
work, yep.
it's one of those things. It's like once you find the people that have the same work ethic and the same hunger and the same drive, it's you can't beat that.
No, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. It's not as stressful. I mean, you guys are going to have your times and your moments, but it's not as stressful when you can rely and count on the other guys. If you start to maybe if you're having a bad day or something, you got the other two guys right there that are gonna, don't worry, we got you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We all have our moments, and it's one of those things you just gotta pull out of the nosedive and get the plane off the landing strip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Once you're in the air, that's the easy part. Is getting off the landing strip.
Yeah, it turns out every 14 days on the road, I lose my mind and have an emotional break. And both of these guys are like, "It's okay, buddy. Get your ass on stage right now. You got shit to do. Here's some whiskey. Here's some whiskey. Knock the fuck off and get up there."
Is the music your guys' full-time gig?
No, we all still
Not quite.
have day jobs.
It's close.
We're so
It's
close.
close.
And I can't wait for that day. But yeah, it's a balance between the band, work, family,
Oh yeah. We're still in that phase where we might play the Reno Ballroom in front of a sold-out crowd of 4,000 or 5,000, and then the next day I'm at work scrubbing a toilet. And that's just I'm over there scrubbing the toilet, being like, "Did it really happen? Was I actually there? Was it a dream?"
That's part of that grind, man. I was talking to a guest a couple weeks ago. A lot of people think it's easy. Oh, I'm just gonna write a couple songs, play guitar, then I'm gonna be selling out stadiums. No, man, there's a tough grind that really builds you as a musician and an artist to get you to.
Absolutely. There's a really small gap between the two.
Yeah, 100%. It's you're starting to click into something when it becomes work.
Mhm.
And there is a lot of work. I mean, whether recording, social media stuff, merch, songwriting, just marketing yourself, getting your name out there, it becomes another full-time job.
Big time.
And it's a lot. I mean, it's 14, 16, 18 hours behind a windshield. It's you unload, you play, you pack up, on to the next city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like your one goal is just to get your head down in the hotel. And it's crazy when you think about, it's like, oh, we're gonna go play a show, but then you're like, this is a deadhead to Wyoming, or we got to be in North Dakota, or we got to be in Oregon or Washington, Arizona. There's a lot more that goes to it, and it's really funny when we get back from a tour run and we go to our normal jobs, and there's always one person that says, "How was your vacation?"
Yeah, it's like, fuck you, dude. Don't ever call it that.
Don't call it that.
I came for a vacation. Yeah, right. Yeah, don't call it that.
You know what's crazy is all the work that we put into it for us to come alive for 45 minutes, 2 hours, doing what we love to do. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
As soon as those amps flip on, as soon as Dylan sits down at his drums, no matter where we are, we were given a gift to be able to express our art.
Mm.
And it's like, it's crazy because all the work that goes into it is all worth it once you hit the stage. And whether it's 5 or 5,000 people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because you get to share what you've worked so hard with whomever you were in front of.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's that payoff. All that blood, sweat, and tears, and for the fans to hear you, or even new fans. If you're at a music fest or something like that, and they're like, "Oh, we don't know who these guys are," but that first note or first couple notes or the vocals grab their attention, and they're like, "Well, I was going to go get a beer, so now I guess I'll just hang out and wait."
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there are plenty of beers on the road when we're sitting around waiting.
No, I love it. And you guys brought up the stage, the performances and stuff, and I can only imagine. But what's your guys' stage presence like? I mean, that's a big thing for music fans, and I'm sure you guys as well. Being, I'm sure you guys were music fans, still are music fans. Going to see a live show, that's a big thing for us as fans. Because we know the songs, we know the music. Now we want to see you guys live, and we want to, entertain us.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like an ex-girlfriend, I just lay there. No,
I don't know, man. It's especially being a trio, it's taken a lot of revamping and a lot of connection. We want to fill the stage up as much as possible with enough energy. You know what I mean? It's like when we decided to go to a trio, it was, yes, there's a void you have to fill on stage, right? We just watched a bunch of ZZ Top concerts, and we're like, they can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, right.
It's the same thing. We watched. We were at a music festival in Medford, Oregon, and we watched the Cadillac 3 do it, and that was kind of like the turning point for us, because we've been doing it for a while, and we're like, I don't know, and watching those guys. Dylan and I were sitting in the crowd, and we're like, "Oh, got it."
Yeah, that was huge.
That
was a big turning point for us.
It's like homework.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you go see just a solo acoustic artist, like you take Tommy Emmanuel, the dude just sits on stage and plays acoustic by himself, but that stage is so full of sound, it's out of control.
Yeah.
Our live show is definitely an energy exchange. I mean, it depends on the size of the crowd. Once that crowd is giving us the energy, we're giving it right back. But we've played some fairs and some stages where there's, like Twan said, 5 or 5,000. We've been on the other end of that where it's 5, and it's like, all right, here's this next song. Feel me now.
Yeah. Well, it's 5, and it's 5 with grandma and the kids hot dog.
Five people there. 4 of them are already drunk and could care less, and there's one person there that just is like, "Oh, there's a band here. I'll listen."
Exactly. We call them corn dog stages, and they help pay the bills, that's for sure. But they're not like the ballroom where we get 5,000 people and they're just giving us all their energy.
There's balance.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's
grateful
balance
for both, but
it's back and forth. It's like you go and you play in front of a sold out crowd, and you're like, yes, I'm on top of the world. And then next thing you know, you're playing at street fair or something. But you know what? You still got to give them a show.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well,
you are there because they want you there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those things you just have to be grateful no matter what.
Oh, we got the Mac is back asking a question.
Yeah. What's your favorite song to play live so he knows which one to listen to first?
Dude, right now it's the one we just released. It's our Silent Running cover. We're all jazzed about it, man. We can't. We played at a casino recently, and I think we played it 4 times that night just because.
Nice.
So fun. Yeah, that's definitely, I'd say Silent Running, and then after that probably maybe Troublesome.
Yeah, I like Troublesome. Troublesome's a lot of fun to play.
High Time is fun because it's got some sick double bass in it. So I like starting it off with that. As a country band, it's like these days you hear double bass more so in all genres of music, but I love starting it off like that. It's a kicker of a song.
Gasoline is one of my favorites.
Gasoline's a good one.
Gasoline's one of my favorites. Troublesome. Troublesome is one of my personal favorites just because I really get to dig into the fretboard, and it's like, I'm really wrenching the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And it just depends on the night for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Just Mac, just close your eyes and point. I promise you won't be disappointed.
There you go. We gave you like 5 favorite songs to listen to.
Yeah. Real quick, shout out to my girlfriend / producer dropping your guys's. She's got the YouTube in the chat for anybody that's curious. Also got the link tree and Facebook. So if you guys are out there and you want to find the guys, obviously definitely go follow them. Rocky asks, so you 2 minute an open mic back in. Somebody was reading your bio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you guys started Still Shoda, right? How long ago was that?
We started Still Shoda in
2008, 2007.
That was the precursor to Huckleberry Road.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then Huckleberry Road started in 2017.
16 or 17.
Nope, we broke the band up in 2016, 2017. Anthony and I started playing acoustic duo. We started Huckleberry Road and started trying to write a bunch of songs. And we found Dylan along the way. And
we met at a show at the Lincoln Lounge.
Yeah, in your other band.
I was playing for a band called the Whiskey Heroes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was warming up, and they were like, "Hey, what's up?"
They were like, "You want to play drums?"
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Like, sure, I'm in like 3 other bands. It's fine.
Are you happy with your current band? Would you like to be in a new band?
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Can we talk about your extended warranty?
And then Twan told me to smell a rag, and I woke up in a basement. Now I'm their drummer. 10 years later.
I've been here ever since.
You know what's even funnier than that? When he woke up, it's his own basement. He let me in.
That's true.
Have you guys always done the country rock?
No.
Still Shoda was a little edgier.
Metal.
Well,
Yeah, it was kinda metal.
when Robert and I first got together, I was more into like the blues rock,
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Stevie Ray Vaughan, classic rock type stuff, and then Robert was like Metallica and Ozzy Osbourne, and so we started our first band together. I think you were 15, 16.
Yeah.
And I think I had just turned 19. And we wanted to play fast and loud, and we didn't know what we were doing. But when we started our first band, it was 2 of our other really good friends with us. And then we ended up moving to Chico in California. And then it's when you're 20, 21 years old, everybody just kind of went their separate ways. And he called me one day and was like, "Hey, I'm moving to Nevada and I'm going to record an album." And I was like, "Well, I'm not doing anything in Chico that I can't do there." So he was like, "Give me 6 months." And we've been here ever since. But when we started Still Shoda in like 2008, we wanted to be still fast, loud, heavy, and sweet picking and like just getting after it. And then one day Robert bought this the Montgomery Gentry Greatest Hits CD, and that lived in the truck. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
And we're like, "Hey, this is cool." And then he really started discovering his songwriting style, and it started going more towards the southern, like the southern country, 3 chords and the truth type shit. And it just we found our pocket. We started to find our niche.
Mm-hmm.
And it can take a long time or it could be overnight. It doesn't matter. You can't. We didn't force it. It just happened.
Yeah, that just. A lot of times that's the best way to do it. Just let things happen. Let things kind of grow and mature, and where it goes is where it's meant to be. At the end of the day,
and it was crazy how the progression happened. And we just started when we started Huckleberry, we were just writing as much as we could.
Mm-hmm.
Throwing everything against the wall. And it just kind of we kind of go like this, like we want to get into the heavy riffs and stuff like that, and then we're like, "Oh, let's write something pretty," which is one of the hardest things on the face of the planet, is to write something pretty.
It's hard to play pretty too.
It is. It is.
Yeah, looking at you guys, it don't look like you guys can play. You want to play pretty or have any desire to be pretty.
That is accurate.
There's nothing wrong with that because you guys are my people. You know?
No, for
Yeah,
sure,
exactly.
man, absolutely.
So I don't do
grew
it.
up on Kill Switch Engage and freaking
Yeah,
just
that's right.
heavy, all kinds of August Burns Red and just heavy drumming and just all that stuff. So once these guys were open and down with that, I was like, oh, I don't have to like change my playing. I can just
No,
fit right in and just
yeah,
go for it.
it's really
August
funny.
Shred.
It's really funny when we're on the road and we're on the highway and we're listening to Falling in Reverse and Kill Switch and all these like, metal, and then we get out and put our cowboy hats on. We're like, hey,
Yeah.
No. Hey, I mean, at the end of the day, you like what you like, and
Yeah.
I say that I like everything, but I find myself, and if you look at my list of guests, I find myself in that country rock blues era or area where that's I always gravitate back to, and
Yeah.
Absolutely.
well, that's how I grew up personally. My dad put a guitar in my hand when I was 4 years old,
Mm.
and the first album he bought me was the Jimi Hendrix "Are You Experienced" tape. And I think I ran through like 4 of those cassettes before I was like, okay, Jimmy's my hero. Jimmy and Stevie are my absolute heroes.
Mm.
And it's all in how you're brought up. Like Robert literally studied Randy Rhoads, and don't get it twisted. Just because I'm the lead guitar player doesn't mean that he's not better than me.
It's funny to watch them in the studio together and just watch them not compete, but like they keep each other on their toes for sure.
Oh, we rip each other apart.
And you guys bring out the best in each other
Yeah.
too, I think,
Well, and that's what it is.
Light it
It's the you have to keep each other accountable.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? You have to. If one starts slipping, you got to pat him on the butt. He pats me on the butt all the time. He's like, "Nah, you're better than that."
Yeah.
I'll finish a cut and look up, and he's just laying on the floor like this, going,
Nope.
"No."
We record all of our own stuff right here in this basement, so it's like we don't have anybody that's gonna tell us, how to do it. We have to tell each other, and we have to keep each other honest. And
We have to be
accountable.
willing to go, "Hey, you sucked just now.
Do that again.
Do it again. That
And it's
wasn't
not
good."
it's not malicious. It's
No.
just hey, pull it together.
Yeah.
You got
No,
it.
it's all about like you guys said, accountability, and that goes across the board in any facet of entertainment. If you've got people around you that are there for your best interest, they're gonna call you out when you start to slip, or if you're not performing to the best of your ability, they're gonna
Right.
call you out.
And you need it. No matter how uncomfortable it makes you, you need it.
Oh, when we did the Somewhere in the Middle album, what was that? 2022?
2023.
2023.
Yeah.
We did that. Our friend Colin was not only our bass player, but he was also
We
our
love
producer.
Angus Young, Mac. Sorry.
And that's funny. If he says Angus Young, I'm gonna find a mouth kiss him. Oh, come on.
Come on.
Angus is badass. I mean, you can't deny, like, that's how we grew up.
Mhm.
It's even the younger generation. I'm finding the younger generation still gravitates towards classic rock.
Oh yeah, my son will be 13 here in a couple weeks, and he talks to me about AC/DC, Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and I told him, I said, I can name 2 bands that are a whole hell of a lot better than Metallica that you should check out. And he's like, who's that? And I said, check out Iron Maiden and Megadeth. And now he's
well, and then it's Megadeth and Metallica.
Mhm.
That is also subjective.
Yeah.
But Dave Mustaine pretty much wrote. There was a cassette that came out, and our old bass player and our other best friend Tyson had this cassette, and it was basically Kill 'Em All, all the Kill 'Em All riffs, but it was it was the first Megadeth tape, and they ended up having to. If you can find one of those tapes now, it's all the Kill 'Em All riffs.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, because he was connected with Metallica originally when they.
He was the original lead guitar player before.
Yeah.
But then you get into the who's your favorite, Metallica or Megadeth? It's like they're both titans, dude. They both did it.
Yeah.
It's like when people are like, "Hey, Beatles or the Rolling Stones?" I'm gonna pick the Beatles.
Yeah.
But there are plenty of people like, nope, Stones are better. I'm like, it's subjective.
Like you said earlier, music is subjective, and like I love old Metallica stuff. Probably Load is when I started to drift away. Maybe a little bit.
Well, even then, Load and Reload, I love those albums personally. But they started to calm down.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna you're not going to recreate the same album over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Yes. And Justice for All was massive. Master of Puppets, massive. The Black Album, when Bob Rock did the Black Album with Metallica, it put Metallica into the mainstream. And sure, there's like the newer stuff, like Saint Anger, the snare drum of Saint Anger. I mean, we should just forget that happened.
Yeah. Well, I think that might have been, and just in my opinion, I think once they started to hit that mainstream is where, for me, they kind of started.
I understand that.
Load and Reload had some great songs on them. Don't get me wrong. They still had a little bit, but it was like they lost something once they really kind of went mainstream and kind of blew up a little bit more. But I mean, that's bound to happen. I mean, I guess. And Rocky asked if you guys have ever felt pressured to become more commercial than you wanted to on that Main Street.
We've encountered it. Yeah, we've encountered it. I was about to get a thing as a writer for a publishing company in Nashville, and they were like, "Yeah, we like your writing, but it needs to have more, truck beds and painted on jeans and parties on a Friday night." And they're like, "If you can't do that, then we're not really looking for what you're doing."
Yeah, they wanted that cookie cutter country music, that Luke Bryan effect, as I like to call him, Catfish Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah. I got a boom in my truck, but I'm not gonna write about it.
Nice. No, so I was gonna ask you guys something. Sorry, squirrel moment. Shut up, Rocky. First and foremost, I didn't mute you. Jackass.
I'm on mute. Thanks, Glick.
I don't think I have that power. Some of our chatters are
catch up in the comments in a minute.
EDM Combat is a member of the network here. His name's Rocky. He's somebody I have
Rocky.
Discussion with.
All right, I got one question for you before we get off this side tangent. Are you Van Halen or Van Hagar?
I am Van Halen, but I will give Hagar Pop credit on the fact that he is I won't say much better. I'll say a little bit better singer than David Lee Roth. But I'll take all the antics of David Lee Roth and maybe not the greatest vocal.
David Lee Roth was a better performer.
Yeah.
And a better entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, I mean, the Van Halen, the early Van Halen era was just so raw, and like nobody had seen somebody like Eddie before.
No. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because as long as Eddie's there, that's why I just wanted to hear the guitar riffs and most of the songs, in my opinion, great songs, but kind of like I'm here for that 3-minute, 4-minute intro to Eruption, and then after that, I'll sing a minute or two, but I'm out.
Yeah. How do you feel about Mammoth, Wolfgang's band?
I've heard a little bit. I really like Wolfgang. I've heard a little bit from Mammoth. I haven't dove into it yet. Like I'm mainly in part because the last several years I've been all about the independent and local artist.
Yeah, fair.
Especially since I've and I'm not using this in a negative light, but I don't listen to a lot of mainstream music or radio stations. If I'm listening to music, I'm listening to either former guests of this show or guests that I want to be on this show.
That's bad.
So
yeah,
I haven't really dove into him, but I've heard him perform. And I mean, thank God he got some genes from his daddy, because that'd have been terrible if he was
yeah.
Well, Wolfgang, he was the bass player for Van Halen for a while.
For a little bit,
yeah.
The bass player, yeah.
And you know what I like about him a lot is he, even though he is Eddie's son, he reiterates all the time. He's like, I don't want to ride my dad's coattails. I want to do this on my own.
Yeah.
You know, and the dude's a savage.
He played drums on all the Mammoth records.
Yeah.
And guitar.
Yeah.
And I think bass. And sang.
Whoa. I think that shows a certain level of not a maturity, but also he should earn a high level of respect, that he's like, I want to do this, but I don't want to do it off of my dad's name.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. And that's awesome.
I want to succeed on my own credit, on my own worth.
Yeah, but it's also unfair because he has the Van Halen genes.
Right.
This is also true. Like he needed to he needed to come out, change his name, change his look. Don't tell anybody. Like, just drop 100 pounds, come out shredded. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I'm not a Van Halen.
It was like watching Taylor Hawkins' son at the memorial concert.
Yeah,
they did
that was crazy. Yeah.
When they played Hero, and he came out and he looked just like his dad.
We were on the road.
Yeah, when we watched that.
That was heavy.
And I mean, I was like borderline coming to tears watching that. And I'm like, watch, give him another 10 years, he will be the drummer of the Foo Fighters.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt. Especially if they're still doing music and performing and touring and stuff. There's no doubt. Well, let me ask you guys something here. Being metalheads, growing up metalheads, what is your thoughts and feelings? Kind of Ozzy seeming to be passing the torch to Youngblood.
I go back and forth.
I'm gonna say it.
Go ahead.
Youngblood is a little bit too queer for taking over the crown for Prince of Darkness. He can be whatever he wants to be. That's just fine. But he ain't the Prince of Darkness.
Nah.
He ain't gonna.
I
as much mascara as he wants.
I'm indifferent. I'm a little torn. Like, I mean, he did a great job singing the Ozzy song, but
I do like that song he did with Aerosmith.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that he's doing really good. He is he's really good at being a rock star.
Yeah.
And I'll just to go with what I just said, I'll also say that his performance of Changes at the tribute to Ozzy, that performance was jaw-dropping, and I've watched it multiple times.
Yeah,
he's not Ozzy, and he's not going to be.
No,
there's not going to be another, and there won't be another Ozzy.
Yeah, the torch doesn't go to him.
But I mean, Ozzy endorsed him. Ozzy took him under his wing, and for somebody like Ozzy to be like, "Come here, let me help you out." I mean, that says a lot.
Need to be a little less soft in the pants and a little bit edgier, a little bit darker.
It's crazy that the girls go bonkers for him.
Oh, they lose their mind.
Yeah, and it's nuts. But he's good at what he does. He's fantastic at what he does, and he excels at it. It's and he's been working at it for a while too, because we only heard about him like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize that he's actually been doing it for a long time, but he really kind of jumped out of nowhere, especially with the Ozzy thing and the Aerosmith thing. He really did come out of nowhere.
Yeah, and more power to him. He's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing it. And he's excelling at it. And it like we said, everything's subjective, and people love him.
Mm-hmm.
It's either love him or you're like, eh.
Yeah.
And there are days where I'm like, yeah, he's all right, and the other days I'm like, eh.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Rocky, you weren't muted. I seen your comment, and we asked about the commercial thing.
It's like when Dio replaced Ozzy,
mm-hmm.
which is controversial. Like, you can't even compare the two. The two eras of Black Sabbath are completely different.
They were two totally polar opposite performers, singers. I mean, nothing. And I love Dio, Ronnie James Dio. I love him.
Dio technically was a better singer than Ozzy,
mm-hmm.
but the Ozzy era of Black Sabbath cannot be replaced.
No,
you're
not interchanging singers for Sabbath, and it's still being the same.
No, but there were two different eras, and there are it's a different era of rock stars too.
Mm-hmm.
But the one thing Youngblood does really well is be a rock star. It's
you got one job. It's kind of killing it.
Yeah, you understood the assignment.
Yeah, 100%, absolutely. Where did your guys' name come from? I've been curious about that since I first, because my mind instantly goes to Tombstone and one of the greatest movie characters of all fucking time, Doc Holliday, Mr. Val Kilmer.
You nailed it,
100%.
That's exactly where it came from.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's one of the most quotable Western movies ever made.
Oh, yeah.
But that moment where he's like, "I'm your Huckleberry," and that is what he said.
We looked up the
script. What he said. Not the right line, but it is what he said.
So when he's saying that, he's like, it's my destiny to confront you. It's my destiny to put you down.
And Hucklebearer was the actual term.
Yeah.
But in the movie, he says Huckleberry. We have had this argument till we're blue in the face at least 100 times.
Well, it comes from to say that I'm the Huckleberry to your persimmon, right? Like that they're meant for each other. They go well together.
Yeah.
It comes from that.
Yeah, no, I have seen that movie way too many times. I've had that argument with people. I know what the line was supposed to be, but I know what he said, and it worked out so much better. I've also quoted that movie way more than I should in various quotes from that movie.
Well, yeah, Tombstone is arguably one of the best Westerns
absolutely
ever. 100%. The second two, I would say the original Magnificent Seven, the original one with Burt Lancaster and Yul Brynner. Fine, sure, but for our generation, Tombstone is the one.
Yeah. No, Tombstone's one of my favorite movies. I'll watch that movie anytime. I could put it on, and it could be at the middle. It could be at the beginning. It could be 10 minutes left, and I'm watching the last 10 minutes. And then after I do that, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to watch the whole movie.
It's that good.
It's just that damn good. Every time I get excited like it's the first time. But that's awesome. I love that. That's what I in my head, that's what I was hoping for.
Yep.
Nailed it.
What did you say, Rocky? Quiet Anymore is not, in my opinion, just another country song. It's about unity during a divided time. Were you nervous putting something that direct out, knowing half the fans could misunderstand it?
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Totally. You know, and
We got some issues with that with our distributor.
yeah, we did, dude. We
Yeah.
got accused of like getting fake bot streams, and the day that the song released, the press we bought, the website crashed. Like it was just a lot of weird shit surrounding it, you know. But yeah, you know what? That song right there is meant to confront the great divide, but it's also meant to invite both sides to the table, you know. And not to make it is a political song, and I know that's not something we talk about on the show, but
No. So
you know, two wings, same bird.
yeah, no. As long as you don't go on a crazy tirade about one side or the other or whatever, if you know, we can absolutely dive in a little bit on the song.
Yeah. Well, exactly. The song is just kind of meant to be like, you know, shit can only go so far, and at some point, the quiet majority of people that just go on with their lives and try not to pay attention to all this, there's more of us that are like that than there are of either party.
Yeah.
And if things go far enough, we're gonna speak up. We're gonna start knocking shit around and fixing it. Just like that's just how things work, man.
Absolutely.
You know,
No, I mean,
if it gets bad enough here, everyone will be American, not Republican or Democrat. We'll be Americans if it gets too far.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's essentially what this country was built on. We got tired of putting up with other people's bullshit.
Absolutely.
So
Pretty
100%.
much, dude. Yeah, you find eventually common ground comes through adversity.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when it comes to politics, it's a lot of people are so divided. It's almost like what's the lesser of two evils? That both wings belong to the same bird.
Yeah, 100%, and I think that's what a lot of people don't understand. Like they just so easily manipulated to become divisive, and one of I think is one thing that this country has tried to do forever is bring people together, unify people, but then you got these idiots, that run things that their number one goal is to split us up and divide us.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's it. Can't see the bars to the cage.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like that's why bringing silent running back, like it's
resonating.
Yeah, it's resonating with a lot of people, and it's like you at some point you just have to stand up for yourself.
Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit at the beginning of the show and even backstage. It's crazy that a song that's 30 plus years old still stands true today. Like,
oh yeah,
we're really not learning any lesson.
No, well, and dude, what's weird is the song projects into the future in the way that it's written. Like it starts out with he wrote the song in my mom's generation.
Yeah.
And in the last verse of that song, he says, teach the children quietly because someday sons and daughters are going to rise up and fight while we stood still. And what's weird is I'm the generation from my mom that was the generation from that song when it was written.
Yeah.
And I really feel like the message of that song was meant for a future generation and for us to do it now with what's going on in the world right now. It's like just kind of checks off the boxes,
No, it really does, and it seems like the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, give or take. It's a pressure cooker. We live in a pressure cooker that's going to pop off at any moment.
Yep. Yeah.
And unfortunately, there's not a left side and a right side, and there's three sides. There's both sides are here on the outer sides that are wrong and don't know what they're doing, and then, like you said, that silent majority right here in the middle, and just kind of maybe a little too eagerly waiting for things to pop off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm one of those guys. I'm like, maybe another civil war would do us some good.
Yeah.
But Rocky's running the show tonight. Thanks for making my job easy. Anthony, left-handed guitarist, influenced by Stevie Ray and Hendrix, but somehow you ended up in a country rock band. You ever feel like you're trying to sneak a blues style in there?
100%.
All the time.
All the time. Absolutely.
You know, it's funny. We called it country rock for all these years, and Spotify finally picked up a few songs for Discovery Mode. And when you look at how they programmed it, they programmed us as blues rock. Didn't see that coming.
I mean, growing up, I played in bands with my dad. Through high school, I was in and out of blues bands. It's my style. You know, it's one of those things to where you develop early on your core, right? And I mean, I've learned all like tapping, sweep picking, you know, this and that, but there's a core to you to where like your internal not instinct, what am I looking for, but your stylistic impression of yourself that you project. And I grew up heavily into the blues, heavily into the blues, you know, and yeah, apps 100%. There's, yeah, it's country, but I'm sneaking those blues licks in there, but everybody does it. Yeah. You know, the blues really, I mean, you look early on, the earliest rock and roll, Chuck Berry, blues.
Yeah.
You know, if you think about it, country, there's a lot of blues licks in there.
Oh yeah.
You know, it even you get into metal and hard rock and stuff. There's pentatonic runs, pentatonic scale runs all throughout there. You know, I mean, look at Zakk Wylde.
Yeah.
Look at Zakk Wylde is bluesier than shit. And he's he is one of the iconic metal guitarists, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. 100%.
You know,
I think it's hard to, even if you wanted to get away from those riffs and that sound, whether it's country or rock or the combination. You know, like you said, you really can't.
No.
Yeah,
it's a foundation.
It's the fundamentals to music itself.
Yeah,
You know,
100%. You know,
and
it's
one of those old blues songs. I mean, the guitar was, if not just as important as the I mean, the voice, if not more important. I mean, a lot of those guys really didn't have a great voice, but man, could they play a guitar?
Absolutely. Yep, it's true.
How about you, Robert? As far as a singer and guitar player, where's some of your influences?
oh, man, comments are awesome.
You know, I grew up really into Metallica, Randy Rhoads, as he was saying. That was like my guy, like classical stuff. But I can't say that I'm not major blues. I geeked out on Stevie Ray Vaughan for years, man. I still do. Like, you know, I might get tired of trying to play some of his stuff, but I'll, you know, throw on a performance of his, and it still just makes my jaw hit the floor, man. Like, he's taking the simplest licks that every kid learns when they start, and he's doing shit with it people today still don't do, you know. And it's, but I'd say my influences are strongly blues, and then you know, rock and stuff. But my all-time favorite was Randy Rhoads.
Yeah, I think what it was, you know, and even for me, you know, because like we talked earlier, a lot of times I'm doom scrolling, and I'll hear a musician, and whether it's the voice, the drummer, the guitar, whatever, something catches my attention, then I have to play that. And I think that's what it was for my girlfriend. She heard your voice, and she was like, "Whoa, that's different. I like that."
Cool.
He's got a killer voice, man. He doesn't like to talk about it, but 2014,
Yeah,
he did American Idol.
yeah, I did American Idol. 27.
He got the golden ticket.
Yeah, I got a golden
Nice.
ticket to Hollywood. I sang for J-Lo, Harry Connick Jr., and Keith Urban. I got a yes vote from Keith Urban and Jennifer Lopez. I got a no vote from Harry Connick Jr. He was kind of a dick. But yeah, that was a really interesting experience for sure.
Nice. Yeah, no, I mean that that was that I think it was Ray Bans. Yeah, it was Ray Bans, and that's what it was at first. I was like, ooh, okay, let me hear the rest of what's going on here. Let me
That was the first
channel and
song
see what the
where,
rest of these guys have to offer.
yeah, we were kind of collaborative in that, where they had brought in that song. You guys had written that song a
And
while.
we shelved it.
You shelved it. You couldn't figure out how to make it a non-acoustic song.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that was the first song that I was collaborative in, and I got to have my say on like how I wanted the drums to sound, and it was so fun.
Yeah, that was Ray-Bans was the first one that we did together, and
The comments are great.
Comments
Sergeant
are gold.
Bodog.
We're live on Facebook and Instagram too on our end, so we're getting comments
Oh, nice.
all over the place. So we're
What up, Instagram and Facebook?
yeah, Ray-Bans was cool, man. Robert had brought that to me when we were just starting out as the acoustic duo, and we actually went to the Texaco Country Showdown at the Lassen County Fair.
Yeah.
And we played that and Troublesome, and we ended up winning that one and then going off to the regional finals up in Oregon. And we were like, oh, this song could do something. And when we started trying to put it together with a full band, the band that we had, the members we had at the time, we just couldn't get it to click.
Yeah,
And then once Dylan came along, it was like that little change.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh. And it was pretty cool when we had a fiddle player out of Branson, Missouri, record the fiddle for us. And when he matched the guitar solo and it turned into like a duel, like when he harmonized with everything, we're like, oh. And it's one of those songs that, like, even though we released it in like 2017, still resonates with people.
Yeah.
We were in Billings, Montana a couple years ago, and they take really good care of us while we're there. They have somebody that runs us all over town. They take really good care of us, and our runner was always asking for that song because he studied up on us, and he was with us all week. And so where the stage was, there was a big pond, and there was a big grassy area behind that. And we hear somebody start screaming Ray-Bans after every song. And we're like, shut up, Nick, shut up. Well, it turned out to be this dude, and we're in Billings, Montana. We're completely out of our, like, what we thought was our reach, right?
Yeah.
And this guy comes up, and finally we gave in and we played it again.
Yeah.
And he comes up with his whole family, and he goes, dude, thank you so much for playing that song. He was like, I've been waiting to hear Ray-Bans live. And we're like, okay. He goes, yeah, I heard you on it was Chris Stapleton Radio on Spotify. And was like, once I found out you guys were coming to the fair in Billings, I had to be here. He lived like 2 hours away.
That was epic, yeah.
And he brought his whole family. And we're like, oh, it's actually reaching people. Like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
This is nuts.
It's wild what the internet can do.
Yeah,
it's surprising.
and it's crazy too, because that's happened with a couple of our songs. Like we had originally written Broken Down, it just something wasn't jiving. It was really 4 on the floor, really straightforward, and we're like, and we shelved it for like 2 years. And then Dylan one day was like, hey, what if we swing this into 6/8 and give it like the waltz feel? And we played, and we're like, oh.
There it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the same thing with Ray-Bans. We shelved it for like 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then once the timing was right, we're like, all right, let's release it.
Yeah, right. It's and I've talked to other guests, and I see you, Rocky, and I got you. Don't worry. Rocky has custody of the brain cell tonight, so we're gonna get to you here in a second, Dylan. He's got a question for you.
Cool.
But yeah, I've talked to other guests on here, and it's funny to hear, like, oh yeah, you write this song and you like it, but it's something's not quite right, and then it goes and sits on the shelf, and a couple years later, you change something up, maybe. Like you guys said earlier, you kind of shifted from that hard, heavy, fast, and then started to get into that country rock style. As you find your voice and find who you are as an artist and as a musician, you try that style with a song that you wrote 5-6 years ago, and then it's like, there it is. Or you get a new member in the band, and it's like, there it is. That's what we were looking
just
for.
falls into place.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, I think all of our phones' memories are really suffering because we have so many voice notes from songs that we start. We're like, oh yeah, and then we just hit a wall.
Yeah.
And then Robert will be at practice, or we'll dedicate a night to songwriting, and he'll just be going through his voice notes, and we'll just pull up a song and be like, "What is this?" And all three of us are like, mm-hmm. And we listen to it, we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, we should do something with that. Well, Rocky hit you in the chat. He said, Dilly, you come from metal bands, you're an engineer, run social media, and you're a jiu-jitsu practitioner. Fucking give up on words today. Out of all those things, which ones has made you the best drummer? And I was going to ask you about that because from where I'm seeing, it looks like you got a little cauliflower action, or is that just?
Yeah, I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 5 years. Yeah, I'm going on 6. But I would say what's made me the best drummer is being an engineer and recording my own drums and then going, oh, I'm not as on the click as I thought I was, or oh, this is like I should do it this way, or just having to listen to your own parts under a microscope, just like these guys were saying with their guitar performances. It's like you think you've got it on and you play it live 1,000 times and it feels great, but then you're by yourself with a click track and you're like, oh shit, I really got to dive in here and get this part now. So I would say being an engineer has increased my drumming ability. But I mean, jiu-jitsu helps with everything. I'm a firm believer in that's just something that bleeds into all aspects of life and just helps me kind of just have that white belt mentality about everything. You should kind of go into every situation like you don't know what you're doing, and you're open to feedback and open to being better.
No, it sounds like not only is Dylan an awesome ass drummer, but you guys also got security now.
Well, this guy's pretty big too, so and he was a wrestler back in the day too. So every now and again I'll get him drunk when we'll wrestle in the grass.
Like a collegiate wrestler or sports
Greco-Roman.
Collegiate. I hate you
well,
guys.
It also helps that nobody in the band is under 200 pounds.
Yeah, we're all pretty thick boys.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, none of you are small guys by no means.
No, we've rolled up to the fairgrounds before, and they're like, "Are you guys the crew?" And we're like, "No, we're the band."
Yeah, and that's how Mike Bacon was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, well, Todd, it sounds like you're in good hands, and you're a big guy yourself, and you should be nice and safe and secure.
Oh yeah, no, me and Robert wrestle. Yeah. Me and Robert, we roll around.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Fun to go. I've competed in like 2 or 3 kumites. It's okay.
Hey man, hey, you know what? Bloodsport's one of my favorite movies.
Great movie. I love it.
I actually watched that last week. I have a tendency not to watch new movies. I just cycle through the 80s movies that I like.
I apologized to my girlfriend last week or so because for whatever reason, I was a huge Van Damme fan. I've been wanting to watch Hard Target. I couldn't find it anywhere. Come across it on like one of the.
I think it's actually on Amazon.
Yeah, it was on one of the weird like Tubi or Pluto or something like that. And I said, I'm sorry, but I don't know why. I've just been really wanting to watch this movie. And she's like, okay. And about halfway through it, she's like, this is actually a pretty good movie. I was like, I know, right?
Oh yeah, I was I was watching Under Siege the other day with Steven Seagal,
Yeah.
and I was like, I forgot how much I love this movie.
That's a good one.
Tune into the very near future. Click and the boys will be watching great movies from the 80s and 90s.
Hey, man, you can't beat them. It's one of those things. It's like I feel like, especially nowadays, a lot of movies and TV shows are just recycling the same ideas.
Mm.
Although
really-
I will say I was pretty stoked on the He-Man movie.
Was it
good. I liked
Okay.
it.
I haven't seen
But-
it yet, but I want to, and I'm
I
like,
won't ruin it. I won't ruin
Yeah.
it. But it's
I was so scared to watch it. I'm like, oh, is it going to be good, or they're going to ruin it?
no, they did a good job. But it's a lot of not a lot of like original ideas, and that could go the same with music too.
Mhm.
You
I
know?
think. Shut up, Modo. Juan is a wrestling fan too, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get onto that one because I'm after watching Raw last night, and yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. Oh man. Cage fighting. Pierce is another guy here on the network that does motorsports show, but he is a former cage fighter.
Nice.
He's a good friend. Yeah, we've been friends since 7th grade. He's
Very
still
cool.
punk. No. Yeah, man, you guys got great taste in music, great taste in movies. You're all badasses,
Thanks, brother.
and you make some great ass music.
Thanks,
It's
man.
a win-win. We talked just a little
Just wait
bit
till you
about
try
your.
Robert's cooking.
Oh, don't even tease me now. Barbecue guy or country country homemade
All of it. This guy will
all
make
of the above,
biscuits
man.
and
You know, it's
barbecue.
That's my second passion, just cooking.
Nice.
you know it's been so in 2022 we went on a 6-week run, and
Oh, wow.
we packed a little tiny propane barbecue, and we had stopped. Our first stop was in Forsyth, Montana. Okay, and this dude that ran the wild game shop, like the processing,
Mhm.
his brother had just been in a car accident, and he was paraplegic. And he comes up to Robert and he goes, "Hey, it's my brother's birthday. Will you sing him happy birthday?" And Robert's like, "Well, hell yeah, I will." He's like, "Bring him up here." So him and his brother came up and he sang him happy birthday. And they were hugging, and I mean, tears were falling. It was the most special moment. And it was so cool to be a part of it that they invited us, Robert especially, to share a special brotherly moment together.
Yeah.
You know? And he goes, "Hey, I want you guys to come by my shop in the morning. I want to set you guys up." And so we usually travel with like the, what is that, 125 quart? Like the big,
It's a big Yeti.
like the big Yeti.
Uh-huh.
We usually travel with that because we like to buy our food on the road and cook and eat well, and
Yeah.
we travel with a little barbecue. And he filled our whole cooler with bison and elk, venison, beef. He filled the whole thing,
It was insane.
and we literally ate nothing but game meat for the next 6 weeks.
It was
That's
wonderful.
awesome.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds
I mean, Robert would be out there cooking a tri-tip in the hotel parking lot, and like,
yeah.
It was a bison tri-tip, though, man. It was like this big.
And that little propane grill was not.
It was bigger than the grill, man.
it took 4 hours to cook a tri-tip, but it was
It was
delicious.
Yeah, I am a
3 or 4 propane tanks and a 30 pack. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
no, that sounds like a great night right there. I am
It was, but you know, it just depends on. It's also cool on the road because sometimes the hotels will have barbecues or fire pits, and you know, especially in like Montana, Wyoming, and stuff like that. Everybody was super cool. They would literally let us take our cooler and fill up their freezer, like where they cook breakfast. We would keep our food in there, and just depending on whichever one of us was willing to cook dinner that night, it's like because you have to eat well on the road. You
Yeah, I
can't
was gonna
survive
say-
on you can't survive on chicken sandwiches and
Yeah.
jerky and fast food. It
Yeah.
gets expensive, and after a while, you don't feel good.
Yeah, it starts to hit you with that. I'm a blue collar guy. I've been working with my hands my whole life, and I had to stop. And at some point, I'm just like, you sluggish. You feel like crap. Yeah, man, you
Yeah.
got to try. Pack a lunch, take a lunch, something, so you can eat a little bit better.
Absolutely.
You know,
yeah.
it's that summer alone, we did 11 weeks that summer, and in 11 weeks we did 135 shows,
Wow, that's awesome.
and
It was
a lot
exhausting.
of it.
But
Oh yeah, 100%.
Tiring.
But a lot of it had to do with our diet
Mhm.
and how we ate and how we treated ourselves, because it's a long haul.
Mhm.
You know, it's
Yeah, that's
100% a long haul.
We had a little cheese curd stint there for a minute.
Yeah, we
yeah.
ate a lot of cheese in the Midwest.
Poutine,
The
let's go.
poutine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right to cheat every once in a while. You gotta live a little. I like what Wally said. Hell yeah, all around American badass man.
That's
Thank
awesome,
you,
man.
brother. Hell yeah.
Good. Appreciate it, Dog. Have a great night, brother. Yeah, no.
See you, Sergeant.
What's that?
Oh, someone with a sergeant head tag was saying goodbye.
Oh.
So I said bye.
Oh, yeah. Sarge Modog. Modog's one of our regulars. He shared Purple Crowns with me, so he's an okay guy in my book.
Hell yeah.
No, being on the road that long, 11 weeks on the road, 6 weeks on the road, all those stops. You guys got to have some stories, and maybe the statute of limitations on. So watch.
Yeah, there's some.
We'll put a caveat in there. Allegedly, for any story.
That 6-week run was pretty freaking wild. I mean, it started with Fireball, and
Yeah.
I remember the next day you're like, no more Fireball nights with strangers.
Robert had a stalker.
Yeah.
That
Followed us like 600 miles or something crazy.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of wild.
Oh, that's dedication right there.
It was
so
She was weird.
we decided on that run, because we were going to be in Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, North Dakota. We were
Washington.
we were in like God's country. You know what I mean? We were in the Wild West.
Mhm.
Like, and we're like, there's some times to where we'll do 4 or 5 days in a row, 8 days in a row, but then we have 2 or 3 days off. So we're like, you know what? And usually our hotels are taken care of when we're
Yeah.
playing. 9 times out of 10 they are. But when we're off, we have to take care of ourselves.
Yeah.
Right? When we have a couple off days. So we took all our camping gear, and we're like, we're just going to find a lake and we're going to camp and we're going to have a great time. So what happened was we go to Trenton Lake in North Dakota, and we called ahead even. We're like, hey, do we need permits to camp? She goes, oh, no. It's first come, first serve. It's free.
Oh.
They didn't tell us was that they had poisoned the lake because of all the pike. And there was no running water. It was all stagnant. And it was also like 95 degrees and humid.
And the mosquitoes and
And
the
the
horse flies.
There was
Yeah.
one point where Robert's like, hey, man, I know Dylan and Colin don't want to do this, but you got to stand behind me. We got to do this together. You got to do this. I need you behind me.
I was not a
And
happy
by-
camper.
And by about hour 48, Robert was just laying in the grass, just letting the bugs bite him, and he's like, "Just take me, just take me." And Dylan was like, we don't have to do. There's a hotel 30 miles away.
Yeah, that was a rough run.
We showed up to the hotel in Minot, North Dakota, after camping for 2 days, covered in bug spray and bug bites. No shower, no nothing. We showed up at the hotel. That last morning, we packed up our camp in like 17 minutes. We were
Oh,
out
wow.
of there.
We couldn't check into the hotel for a while, so we
Yeah.
went and played pool.
Yeah, we went to the bar
Oh,
and we were just covered in like we looked like we must have looked like the hills had eyes. Like she was not happy about us being there, but they were open and the beer was cold, so that's what all that
That's
matters.
what we did.
Hey, yeah.
Pretty rough.
That's a hell of a way to figure out if you really like guys in your band. You know, you spend 2 days or 3 days,
Yeah.
no showers, no running water. Just sounds like hell on earth. And I'm sure that the patrons of the bar just love seeing you three walk in.
Oh yeah.
Because at the end of the day, who the hell's going to say anything to you guys? Like, who's going to walk up and be like, "You guys want to take your party somewhere else? You fucking look ridiculous and you smell terrible." Like, who's going to walk up to you guys and say that?
We were in Forsyth, Montana. That was when we our first stop, and they had to put us in a different hotel because the plumbing had blown up in the hotel they were trying to put us in. And I can't even make this up, dude. The hotel was in between a funeral home and a tow yard. And we were like,
I've seen this horror movie before.
Oh yeah. And we got there. When we got there, the front desk person wasn't even there. They left our hotel keys in a drawer in the lobby.
Oh shit!
We're like, what the hell is this? What in The Shining is this?
Oh
shit?
my god, it was wild.
Oh man,
we've seen some shit. We've hit deer on the way to the show. Just completely destroyed the mirror on the truck.
Yeah, bitch slapped him, and then the deer drooled all over the side of the truck.
And just got up and walked off. Just completely destroyed the mirror, and we're like, okay. And you just got up, looked at us, and just scampered off. We're like, tight. That's cool. Lightning storms. The lightning in North Dakota is no joke either.
Yeah, that was wild.
It was our last show in North Dakota, and the guy comes up, he goes, "Hey, you're done." And we're like, "No, man, we got a handful of songs left." He goes, "You're done." He showed us the Doppler, and the whole screen was red.
Oh
and
shit!
At depending on the state you're in, if there's lightning within a certain mile radius,
Yeah.
they have to shut the whole place down.
Mhm.
It's wild. And we were like trying to shovel all of our gear into the trailer. We had like our boots were like, we had mud all the way up to our knees because it was like flash flooding in the fairgrounds.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, it really felt like the universe fucking kicked us in the ass and said, "Get on out here now."
We had enough cheese. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're done. Game over.
Yeah. We do have a special thing on the road to where like we're all a big fan of like fried chicken sandwiches.
Okay.
And so far Oregon has the best ones. But
From gas stations.
from gas station fried
Oh,
chicken.
okay. That's a dangerous world. That's a dangerous dance you're doing there, my friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that crispy crunchy chicken.
Or Clamoya.
Oh, Clamoya in Oregon.
Yeah.
That one's special.
That place is good. That place is really good.
And then we went to this one in Washington. We just stumbled across it. And we're in and out of Washington and Oregon all summer long, right?
Mhm.
And we've driven down the same highway. We had these chicken sandwiches, and they were one of the best we'd ever had. We drive up and down that highway. Haven't seen that gas station since.
Oh shit! Was it even real?
We don't even know if it exists.
Yeah. Was it even real? Did it even really happen?
Yeah.
There was the murder house in Idaho.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Airbnb.
Yep.
There's a witch closet or something.
Yeah, there's this closet that was under the staircase. I was like, "What's in here?" And I opened the door, walked in there, and the hair on my arm stood up, and I was like, "Nope." Closed it, and I came upstairs, and the guys were like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "You guys got to come downstairs and see this." And all four of them came downstairs, and when they went into that little closet, the hair on their arm stood up, and I was like, Can we?" And that was actually in Dylan's room in the Airbnb.
I don't know how I got so lucky.
Yeah. All of a sudden, that lake don't sound so bad, does it?
And
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, and he stuck a chair underneath the doorknob.
Yeah.
And I was like, you think that's really going to stop whatever's in that room? And he was like, it'll help me sleep.
I'll at least wake up. I'll hear it.
It'll definitely make me feel better. That's all that matters.
Exactly.
No, that's awesome, man. That's one thing that the road stories are always, so much fun to hear from bands, especially guys like you guys who have been up and down the roads a million times and seen all the places in different places. Of course, if my girlfriend's listening, I'm probably going to be going to Idaho to stay at that house. So thanks for that.
We'll show you the Airbnb later. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, it's crazy. We went to Idaho.
Well,
we were in Idaho. I didn't see one potato tree the whole time we were there.
Nice. No, that's her and I do a show on Sundays with paranormal, creepy, true crime and stuff like that. Every time we look,
Hell yeah.
she's like, "Can we go here? Can we go here?" I'm like, "Yeah, we can, but you want to run the numbers real quick?"
Right.
Hey man, if you ever find yourself out in Nevada, Virginia City has some cool stuff like that.
Right up the road from us.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Bodie's a few hours away.
Yep. And and then if you do end up in Nevada, in Tonopah, they have the Haunted Clown Motel.
Oh,
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Yeah, don't go. I won't.
we haven't stayed there.
We won't. We drive right through Tonopah. We're like, nope.
Now we're
Those
good.
ain't gonna get us.
Keep going.
I'd rather go take my chances at Area 51.
Yeah, right. My girlfriend, she just logged back in and missed the story. They stayed at a murder house with the witch's closet.
Yeah, there it is.
and made Dylan sleep in the room with the witch and the ghost.
I drove there too. I'm like, how the fuck did I get the last dibs on the room?
Right. And I was the armed one.
Hard pass on the Clown Motel. Yeah, we have a couple of trips that we're going to try to take this maybe this summer here in Ohio to some of our famous places that she wants to go check out. I was like, I'm down for it. I love that stuff. But just know, I'm taking my gun. I don't know if it's going to be.
One question since you're in Ohio, because I'm a Cleveland fan.
Yeah, let's go. I don't know why we're Cleveland fans, but
Browns and Guardians or Cincinnati?
I am a Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Cavaliers, and a Reds fan, but I do like the Guardians or the Indians as we call them here.
They're still the Indians. But hey, at least we can talk football and wrestling. So.
Yeah, I do like the Indians, and I know a lot of people are like, you're not allowed to. I'm like, one's American, one's national, and my hopes and I would love for an Ohio World Series one day.
You never know.
Reds and Guardians, they just both got to get on the same page at the same damn time, and it never happens. How do you become a Cleveland fan?
My dad's from Cleveland.
Makes sense.
So he raised me a Guardians and a Browns fan.
You had a great dad.
Yeah, he is my best friend, and he is the one that got me into music.
Nice.
So,
or depending upon how you look at it, like me being a Browns fan, every football season at the end of the season, I say fuck this team, and I don't know why I still support them. But come September, guess who's got his Browns gear out? Going, this is our year.
100%. We'll cry together. It's fine.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. You have to pop up on a Sunday with us if you're available. We do a sports show here too. And we talk all the football. So yeah, no, I love sports here. Minus the Buckeyes. I'm a Michigan Wolverines fan, but I love the sports here in Ohio. Hockey, football. I even kind of started dabbling a little bit into soccer, and I don't understand the game in any way, shape, or form. But we got a really
World
good.
Cup is going.
Well, 'tis the season.
Yeah.
We got a really good soccer team, professional team here in Columbus, and they got a really cool stadium. My son's been following the World Cup, and he's asking me questions. I'm like, dude, I have no idea what's going on, what teams are there, what they're doing, why they're doing it. He's like, dude, just put it on and watch. Okay. I got show prep to do or something. Enjoy the soccer game.
Yeah.
And we've been all over the place tonight. I want to ask you guys real quick, your writing style. I'm always curious about bands. Like you guys obviously all write together, but I'm sure you all have your own unique style. How do you guys come together and write, and where do you draw your inspiration from when you write?
Well, for me, it's like an idea, like a phrase or something that comes up that'll kind of encompass, enough of a concept to run with it. The last few we had, we came up with some really cool riffs, and we managed to get an idea that fit into it right away, and the three of us took off with it. But usually, I'll just have like like the leaves on a tree, he'll fly away from me or something, and then I'll write a song about my kid, or it just comes like that.
Yeah. I mean, there's times where like I'll come up with a line and I'll text it to Robert and he'll respond with another line. Like Robert and I've written a couple songs via text message.
I think we did Die in Pieces through texts.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it's whenever when the iron's hot, Robert does, I would 90% of it, and then he'll bring it into the room and we'll just rip it apart and try and put it back together. But sometimes I'll just, I'll be sitting on my couch playing my guitar or something. I'm like, oh, and I'll take a video of it and send it to the guys.
Yep.
Or Dylan will come up with a phrase, or it just depends.
It's been a lot more collaborative over the last, 3 or 4 years, but Robert does a lot of the heavy lifting, I would say, or these guys both do a lot of the heavy lifting. But I try to throw my 2 cents in when it makes sense, for sure.
Man, our last 3 songs, all 3 of us wrote it here in the room together. It just came, it was just the sparks were flying, things were happening, and it came out. Something bad I think we had written in 15 or 20 minutes. It just
Same with Gasoline.
it just happened,
Gasoline's an interesting story. That's with your cousin.
Yeah.
Well, do share the story. That's what we're here for.
So it's a pretty crazy story. When I was in high school, my cousin Sam, man, he was kind of just a crazy son of a bitch, but he was slinging drugs and got himself caught up with the Palauans back home in Susanville. And they were coming out of a basketball game, and these guys tried to jump my cousin Sam and my cousin Brian, like 9 guys against 2. And Sammy and Brian beat the shit out of him. Brian got his nose broke, but they whooped the crap out of these dudes. And something happened, and then there was a drive-by shooting by his house, and his roommate actually got hit in the leg. And so Sam was like, all right, I'm going to go find these guys' truck, and we're going to handle this. We're going to handle it right now, and we're going to put this thing to bed. And Sam couldn't find the guys. He couldn't find them, but he found their truck. So he took his shirt off, poured some gasoline all over his shirt, stuffed it into the gas tank of the car, lit it on fire, and then dumped gas all over the truck.
Oh, shit.
And walked away from it. They caught him on camera doing it, but his sentence told me that the judge liked what he did a little bit. It was grand arson, no doubt, which is like 5 years in prison, and the judge only gave 6 months.
Somebody was happy with what he did.
I think the judge just kind of smirked and was like, well, that's kind of badass. I'm just going to send you this for 6 months, man.
I think you've learned the lesson.
Wrote that about my cousin Sam.
Gasoline. That's a good song.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a cool thing when you get a little story behind a song. You kind of, when you listen to it again, you hear it differently.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
I'll just that'd be great. Well, fuck it. I'm just gonna take my shirt off, and it's all on camera. Like,
Sammy was crazy. I mean, in his older years, he's
soft a little.
He's softened up a lot, but I wouldn't wake that. You let sleeping dogs lie.
Yeah.
And he's been, it's funny. He's 6'4" and it's just a giant, and Sammy dwarfs him.
Oh wow.
Big boy. But Sam's like 300 pounds and can run a 40-yard dash in 4.5 seconds. You know, not quite the NFL, but hella fast. You know?
Somebody that big should not be that quick.
He really is.
Scary shit.
He's faster than anybody.
Think Warren Sapp.
Yeah. Oh jeez. You know, it's fun. I mean, you guys are all big guys. I'm a big guy myself. I'm 6'3", and I'm right around the 300 mark. And it's fun when you're deceptively quick, and they don't think, oh, you big bastard ain't gonna be that quick, and then you can snatch them up real quick.
You know what? Like in a stand-up fight between me and him, it's a flip of the coin. Whoever had a worse day, right?
Yeah.
In the pool, this guy is a fish. He killed me and Dylan twice and revived us. And so and he baits you into it.
I'll never forget.
We'll be swimming, we'll be hanging out at the hotel in the pool or whatever, and he'll just kind of come over and he'll bait you into it. And once you start wrestling, he just grabs you and lays on top of you and holds you at the bottom of the pool.
I've never been the same since.
And he did it to both of us. We had to like tag team champion his ass.
Didn't work.
And it didn't work.
I was like, let's go in the grass, motherfucker. Come on, we gotta level this out.
We're gonna go do jiu-jitsu in the grass now.
Yeah. I'm not getting out of the pool, not today. That's awesome.
Oh my god. He just like literally just grabbed me by the shoulders and goes like this. And he just like slowly dunked me into the pool like I was being baptized. And I'm like watching the lights fade. And there's nothing I can do about it. I don't understand how even in the grass, he's so nimble. I don't understand.
He's very nimble.
One time I watched him do the worm, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And then he scorpioned himself outside of a bar in Oakdale, California. He's like, I can do the worm. And everybody around was like, let's see it. And he went to go do it, but his hands were like this. And his chin hit the pavement. And I watched both. I don't understand how he's so big and so flexible, but his whole back, he like scorpion kicked himself in the back of the head back into the pavement.
Yeah. I had something the size of a tennis ball on my chin, too. It was bad. That was the last time I ever tried to do one.
I was going to say, I never seen you do that.
No, it only took one.
I've never seen somebody.
The pavement hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, I've never seen somebody eat shit so gracefully.
It was beautiful. Like, I mean, he would have gotten a gold medal for that one.
Yeah, don't sleep on the big guys. We're a little bit quicker and a little bit more nimble than you think.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
You just don't show it all the time. I mean, it's cool. It's like you guys really do come across like not even friends, but like three brothers who just having a great time with life, enjoying each other's company, and loving what you're doing.
Absolutely.
Like I said earlier, we love like brothers. We fight like brothers. But no matter what, we always have each other's backs.
That's awesome.
Even when one of us stumbles, the other one's like, "Hey, come on, get your shit together.
Come on,
let's go.
Yeah.
Come on." And we were in Galveston, Texas, and we were going through the line at the grocery store, and this lady looks at the three of us. She goes, "Y'all brothers or something?" And we're like, "Yep." She goes, "It's the beards." Dylan used to have a beard like us.
Yep, I used to have a big one.
And she's like, "Y'all brothers or something?" We're like, "Yep." Didn't even question it.
Yeah, no question is. It's easier that way at the end of the day. But I mean, spending as much time as you guys do on the road, or and with each other, you got to have like little things that make you want to strangle each other.
Oh, 100%.
No one wants to share a room with me ever.
Oh yeah,
he turns it into like an aquarium or something, or a terrarium rather.
Yeah.
So
Like he does
for his voice. He just runs the shower constantly
on hot, and he makes it all steamy in there, and it's just like, and then he snores. There's just a lot to unpack. We let him have his own room.
Oh yeah, there was
No
there was
contest.
there was a point where we would get 2 rooms, and there are times where we just share a room, and because we're traveling, you know,
We've all 3 slept in the room together. We've had to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this
We make it work. But
Yeah, we always make it work. Dylan and I, we were roommates for that whole that whole 6-week run. We were roommates the whole time, and it's but yeah, there are certain, like, after a certain point to where you're like, all right, I'm gonna put my headphones in. I'm gonna go for a walk. Where are you going? I don't know.
I
You
don't
know.
know.
but I'm going alone.
Yeah.
I think the last time I shared a room with Dylan, he was asleep, and I came out and I was like, "Don't look, my dick's out."
Yeah, that did happen.
I was like, "Don't look."
He was like, I was sleeping.
I was dead ass asleep, and he's like, "Oh, my dick's out. Don't look." And I'm like, "I was asleep. It's like you wanted me to see it."
He woke up and started getting ready to look over at me, and then he was like, "Oh wait."
I got it. Really is.
Fuck you, Robert. That was the last time we roomed together.
I mean, I can't say I'm not guilty of shenanigans like that myself, but
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. It's, I mean, I'm only 5'6", so the safe place for me to sleep is the bathtub.
I was going to say, you know, if you guys had to share a room, I don't think Robert's going to fit in the bathtub. You can just put him in there and, you know, and let him run the water, do whatever.
We had to get some rollaways and stuff before we had to do that.
You know, a lot of, like, especially like the extended stay places, they'll have like the couch bed, or they put a rollaway in there, and you know, we make stuff work on the road.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever is economical for us. We've stayed in a covered wagon.
Yep.
We were in what was that, Star Valley?
Yeah, Buffalo,
Wyoming.
Was it Buffalo 6 Ranch?
Yeah,
Heart 6.
Heart 6 Ranch.
Heart 6 Ranch.
So we were traveling from Montana to Wyoming, but we had like 3 days off.
That was epic, man.
And we were like, well, we got to get hotels. And we were looking at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and a single bed in Jackson Hole at the time per night was like $500.
They had like some events going on.
Yeah,
in the summer,
we're like,
you know.
So we looked at this campground. It was like a dude ranch, you know, and they it was $150 for a covered wagon on the campground that slept 6. And we're like, okay. It was heated, weatherproof. You know, we're like, whatever. At least we're not sleeping in a tent. We can sleep in beds.
Yeah.
And we stayed in a covered wagon for like 3 days.
Hell
And that's where we got introduced to cowboy coffee.
Oh yeah! Whoa,
That
Cowboy
stuff is
coffee.
strong.
Yeah,
You
where
will
they boil the grounds in the bottom of the pot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
1 cup, you're good. 2 cups, you're going to the bathroom to throw up.
Yeah, we all got gaggy off that.
Yeah.
yeah, you have to eat with it, or you're gonna puke.
It was
It was
pretty cool
strong.
though. You know, like we made friends with everybody in the restaurant. Like
Power went out.
the
there was
power went
bats
out.
flying
There was
around.
bats. I'll never forget this. All these, me, Robert,
Yeah,
Dylan,
we were
and
eating
Colin
dinner.
are all sitting at the table. Power goes out. We're sitting there eating our food in the dark, and because they wouldn't let us, because it was on in a state park,
Yeah.
so they wouldn't let you have open flame. We couldn't barbecue. We couldn't have a campfire. Nothing.
Oh shit.
And so we're sitting there eating our dinner, and luckily everything was like cooked on the stove, so it wasn't electric, so we were able to still get food.
Yeah.
And so all these tourists are all freaking out because there's a bat flying around, and I will never forget, the chef came out of the kitchen and he took his hat off. He looked around and he just smacked the shit out of this bat. Fell on the ground. He looked up and he goes, "You're welcome," and walked back into the kitchen. That was it.
That was good.
No hesitation, just
Oh no, people are built different in Wyoming and Montana.
Yeah,
They are 100%
not-
built different.
They're not.
Yeah.
What was that guy's name in
Douglas.
Douglas, Wyoming?
He was like, I get
Brady.
drunk and wrestle my brother. And then he was like, at one time I moved all the trash cans into the middle of the alley.
Yeah. And then the cops went and picked him up in the morning and made him go put them all back. And I'm talking, these are some big corn-fed boys.
Yeah.
Like Douglas is like an hour and a half from Sturgis, so it's the northeast corner of Wyoming. And his brother walked in, and his brother's hand was all swollen. I was like, "What happened to your hand?" He's like, "Well, I punched my brother out last night." I was like, "So you guys just come to the bar, get drunk, fight, and then go home?" And he goes, "Yep."
That's it.
Normal Friday night. It sounds like.
It was great. We've had some wild shit happen to us out
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet. I mean, you guys have been on the road for, you guys have been doing this for a long time, been all over the place. I'm sure that you've had experiences. You could probably damn near write a book about it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, absolutely, 100%, man.
Probably could.
It's crazy.
Got most of it on film too, just through our iPhones mainly. But
and it's
got a lot of it on record.
And then there's like the wholesome stuff too. It's like we were driving from the Dalles, Oregon up to Ellensburg, Washington, and Robert goes, pull over right now, there's a fruit stand. And we're like, okay.
That was great.
And then he walks over and buys a big old bag of these fresh peaches, and they were the greatest peaches on the face of the planet. And he was like, I'm so glad we did this.
Yeah.
We filmed a video of us just like eating peaches on the side of the road.
Dude,
People were like, oh my God, I want
Slurp
peaches.
City.
Oh,
Those are
yeah.
the juiciest peaches. You just take a bite and juice is just falling everywhere, man.
So good.
Couldn't stop it.
Yeah, it's wild. It's the degree of memories and stories. Like there's some bad ones, but they are completely outnumbered by the good ones.
100%. Yeah.
And there are lessons to be learned on the road on how to do things and how not to do things. And then there are things on the road that make you appreciate being able to do what we get to do.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And I tell you what, one of my favorite things on the face of the planet is to get home after a long run on the road and just be in my own shower, my own house, and just sit there and reflect on the experiences that we just got to make together.
Yeah. Just got to have that unwind, unplug.
Yeah.
And then let all that, because when you're on the road and you're running and you're going, you can't really take those times to really appreciate what you're doing. But
right.
when you get home,
and it's we tried when we get back, we're always like, all right, 48 hours. We're not gonna
no contact
48 hours. It's like 3 hours later. Hey, I miss you guys.
I miss you.
Yeah. That was awesome.
That was so much fun. I said 48 hours. I don't care. I love you.
It's so true.
Well, and it's one of those things we're also constantly working.
Yeah.
If we're right when we get home, it's like, okay, let's say we get home on a Sunday, or we get, we're back in the studio on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Or Thursday. It's like sometimes we'll take like 3 or 4 days off, but we're back in working on something, whether we're recording, whether we're constantly moving.
Yeah.
Because we built in 2020 when everybody just started to roll over because everything shut down.
Yeah.
Like we know of dozens of bands that were like, all right, we're done. In 2020, we played 2 shows. That was it. We had a whole tour lined up for the whole summer, and we got 2 shows because Douglas, Wyoming refused to shut down.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like, hey, you guys want to go to Douglas and play a show? It was an 18-hour deadhead.
Wow.
We drove 18 hours out, played 2 days, 18 hours home. But we were hungry.
Yeah.
We're like, no, we got to do this. We got to keep going. Well, when everything shut down and everything got taken away, we built our own studio.
Mm-hmm.
And we just started learning how to record. And Dylan, completely switched his.
Just keep going.
He switched gears and was like, we can do this. and we figured it out. And I mean, he put his head down, and really, it was a game changer for us.
Yeah,
And
it's one of those things you adapt or die, and like you said, a lot
right.
of guys
And
rolled over and died.
yeah, and it gave us the outlet until we were able to go on the road again.
We needed it. It was a dark time. Yeah, we needed to still be able to creatively come together and work on stuff, and couldn't play any live shows. But I mean, you guys did the live streams.
Yeah, we did a bunch of live streams and stuff like that. We kept after it, but it's
Well, and it developed the Huckleberry Road Studios,
yeah, which is we
now we're self-sufficient there, and we have people we work with, but we do most of it right here.
Like we record everything. We record everything here at home, and then we send it off to Nashville to be mixed and mastered and produced, and it's great. And we've even done demos for a handful of our friends here in town, like Rihanna Carter, Carson Chandler, Buckshot. They've all come into the studio and worked with us so we can get a single out for them. It's like it's we've definitely developed with everybody and it's not just us, it's everybody together. There's like a core group of artists in the same vein that it's like it's definitely nice to where, because a lot of the music industry is cutthroat. It's like, how can I step on you to get to this spot?
Yeah.
And we were definitely more of the, hey, let's do shit together.
Everybody's got a seat at the table,
Yeah.
It's not
I think I think that's the really cool thing about the independent artists and the local artists and stuff like that I've noticed doing this show is that it's more community based than you build your community, you guys help each other out, you're looking out for each other. Doing this show, I haven't heard too many horror stories of I'll throw my granny in front of a bus just to get ahead of you, which is crazy, because you hear all the horror stories, especially for guys like you that have been in the industry for so long, and you guys have been doing it for so long, and not only stay together, but Twan and Robert, you guys kind of changed your style and found your niche, and then the addition with Dylan. I think that's the really one thing that I've learned doing this with the independent scene, man. You guys, for the most part, seem like it's a really good community, especially if you've got a music community in your area where you're at.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And it's crazy because a lot of artists will actually skip over Reno. But Reno is such a hub, because you got to think that it's you got to pass through Reno to get to California. You got to pass through Reno to get to Idaho, Washington. Like it's a I-80 and 395 is such a travel hub that it's crazy that the amount of artists that will straight skip it over.
Yeah,
but there's some badass clubs here.
Yeah.
And it's definitely underlooked and underrated, especially for like independent artists coming through town.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in you never know who might be in an audience. You never know whose eyes or ears are going to be on you guys, or any musician for that matter. Like, you shouldn't pass up an opportunity just because it's like, it's too small or whatever. You never know who could be there.
Well, it's it's crazy. It's like, so when we say 5 or 5,000, we were playing, and that came from, we played with Josh Ward up in Yakima, Washington. And the promoter dropped the ball, like completely dropped the ball for us. And we drove from Klamath Falls, Oregon up to Yakima, Washington. It was like a 7 or 8 hour drive to go meet up with Josh. And he's like, hey man, I totally understand if you guys don't want to play the show. Promoter dropped the ball. I'm really sorry. You guys are still going to get paid.
Yeah.
But I could understand if you just want to go to the he goes, I'm still going to play, because it doesn't matter if there's 5 or 5,000 people here. He's like, I'm going to give those people a show.
Yeah.
And all three of us got so pumped. We're like, well, we're not going anywhere.
We're not going home.
Yeah,
We're not
right.
going home.
Dude,
We are here to do this with you.
I mean, there wasn't even a sound guy there.
Yeah.
They had to bring in the sound guy. He was all pissed at our setup. It was just a whole thing. But
And we still did it.
we were like,
Yeah.
You know,
we're gonna do this.
and you're absolutely right. You know, there's you never know who's going to be listening.
Mhm.
You never know who's going to pick up on your Facebook Live. You never know who's going to pick up on, you know, your if you're doing a live stream, or you know, it doesn't matter. You never know who's listening.
Yeah. You never know, Chris Stapleton can just be passing through and like, oh, I'm going to go grab a drink. And
Well,
you guys are up on stage and he's like, who the hell are these guys? And can we get them on tour?
you
Well,
never know, man. You got to be on your game.
Yeah, that happened in Klamath Falls. We were in Klamath Falls, Oregon, and we were playing this beer garden show, and all these dudes in like sleeveless like metal shirts
Yeah.
walk up, and they're over there smoking and drinking and having a good time, and had no idea who they were, but we're like, these guys look like,
Their crew members,
Yeah,
or their band,
something. And it was Pecos and the Rooftops. They
Oh.
just got done playing in the arena, and they were coming through. They heard loud ass guitars. They're like, oh, we got to come check this out.
Nice.
And we ended up hanging out with those guys for the whole rest of the night.
That was cool.
Yeah.
It's you never know. You never know. It's wild.
Yeah, no, exactly. You guys, I don't want to keep you guys too much longer. We're kind of coming up against it, but I do want to ask you guys, you got anything coming up this summer? You guys going to be on the road? You got any more new music coming out? Throw out there and let
We've
people
got
know
another
about
single coming out probably in another 8 weeks or so, depending on the timeline of when we get it back mixed and all that. And then we're playing Night in the Country, which
Yep.
is a big festival here in Nevada. It's out in Urington. Really big names are always on that. This is our third year in a row doing that. We've played it for
All of our
total.
so we are constantly updating our socials and our
Mhm.
website. All of our tour dates are on our website. Where I think we're all the way into October right now, and then we're even like we're already booking into 2027.
We've got some
Nice.
requests for Florida for the
Yep.
first time, so
Yep.
we're going to be hopefully
we got a
doing
lot
that
of-
next year.
We got a lot of people trying to get us into the Midwest and the East
I would
Coast.
love for you guys to get out to the Ohio area. Because
We
Dude.
would love that too, brother. We would
Yeah,
love that.
absolutely. You know,
I have right now, I have a 4-hour window. If any former guest is in that 4-hour window, we're going to do our damnedest to be at that show.
Hell yeah.
It's it's not just the show that I want to support you guys. I want to be able to come out and support you at gigs, buy the merch, all that stuff. There's so much more that goes into supporting you guys than just this show.
That means a lot, brother. Thank you.
Badass.
would
yeah,
love
thank you,
that.
man. Yeah, so
Okay.
if you guys are listening or you guys are watching, please stay in touch with us on our socials. We're constantly updating shows and where we're going to be, what we're releasing.
We run it all ourselves, so if you comment on something, you will get a response
You got
from
two
one of
votes.
us.
my girlfriend threw in the chat, Ohio.
Yep.
We'd love to.
Get the
We would
phone
love to.
ring. Let's go.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And there it is. HuckleberryRoadMusic.com.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, make sure you guys are liking and following the guys. I want to have you guys back again down the road. You guys are awesome. We didn't even get to talk wrestling yet.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up on Instagram, and we're gonna talk about this. We got a
Yeah,
lot to talk
I
about.
got a lot I want to say about this last PLE and Raw last night, and I have a feeling SmackDown's gonna bring up a lot of conversation too.
Oh, 100%, 100%.
So definitely, guys, it was an absolute pleasure. Would definitely, like I said, love to have you guys back on down the road here in a few months. Catch up with you guys, especially since you got the new music coming out and you guys are going to be on the road. That's one of the cool things too. Is I love having guests back to catch up and then it's just kind of a freestyle show, and then we can talk about whatever what's going on. And
Yeah,
love that,
absolutely.
brother. We'd love that, brother.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
having
having
us,
us,
brother.
buddy.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm going to ask you guys, and I already asked you backstage, but I'm going to ask you again. We're going to continue to play the music across the network. We do shows 7 days a week here, and we try to integrate music wherever we can. So as long as you guys are cool with it, we're going to keep playing Huckleberry Road.
Spin it, baby.
100%. Keep it loud.
Green light.
Keep it
Yeah.
loud.
Suck it, YouTube and Facebook.
That's right.
Guys, make sure you follow Huckleberry Road on all the social medias. Check them out. The guys you've seen here tonight, they're awesome. Had a lot of fun conversating. Make sure you guys are following us as well. The Nonsensical Network. Check out all the shows. Tune in tomorrow night. I'll be back for Glick's Comedy Lounge, hanging out with very funny comedian Miss Kim Wadsworth. So check that out. And we'll see you guys next week. I got something going on next week. I don't know what it is yet. Something. Guys, again, thank you so much. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, man.
I'm so glad my girlfriend stumbled across you guys, and I'm going to continue being a fan and listening to all the music and sharing you guys out like crazy.
We appreciate
Yeah,
it, man.
thank you.
I'm grateful for you, man. Thank you.
Rock and roll.
Absolutely. We're actually going to end the show tonight with Ray-Bans. You guys were talking about it earlier. Had a great story behind it. So we're going to end the show. I'm going to hit some buttons, and we're going to get the flock out of here.
Cool, man.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a great night.
Thank
You too, man.
Bye. Walking down the highway, flying thumbs, looking to get to anywhere, anywhere fast. Jingling the short change in my pocket. She's the one that shortchanged me. The high cost of breathing, inner space has me kicking rocks all the way down the interstate. And I got my Ray-Bans on, everything I need's on my back. With every step I take, I'm stepping further from the past. Gonna light one